A very good evening to our viewers. Thank you for joining us on this Monday's edition of the Evening Review. My name is Toivan Jabela, your host. Tonight we are speaking to Reinhold Shipwikineni. He is a member of Swapo based in the Rongo region. He has been in the news lately for a number of issues that we are going to discuss with him tonight on the platform. I hope, Reinhold, you can hear me. Welcome to the platform.
Thank you very much, Mr. Toivan Jabela. Very good evening.
Yeah, wonderful. We can hear you properly. So let's start with the case that you brought recently against the party, the ruling party, for not holding an extraordinary Congress following the death of President Hage Geingob on the 4th of February, and after the Central Committee recently decided that the extraordinary Congress will only take place in 2025. Tell us a little bit about your argument in that matter.
Okay, thank you very much for approaching me for comment on the matter. We have a Swapo Party Constitution, Article 15, sub-Article 9 of the Swapo Party Constitution, which mandated the Swapo Party Central Committee to convene an extraordinary Congress within 3 months from the date of the vacant acquired. So, and elect the new president of Swapo Party and to complete an expired term of office of the former president of Swapo Party. As we know too well, the president of Swapo Party is no more since 4th of February 2024. And we have a vacant position of Swapo Party president. So the Swapo Party Central Committee was supposed to follow the party constitutions, Article 15, sub-Article 9, and to convene the extraordinary Congress within the constitutional term frame or period. So, but they failed. The decisions which they took to postpone the extraordinary Congress to 2025, that is a contradictory to Swapo Party constitutions. And the constitutional right and obedience to demand the fulfillment of what is established in Swapo Party constitutions. And this right is not only the constitutional rights and obligation by talk, but in terms of Swapo Party Constitution, Article 10 of the party constitutions, which mandated the party Swapo Party members to demand the fulfillment of what is established in Swapo Party Constitution. It is not any options, but it is our constitutional mandate. It is mandatory to demand this fulfillment of our constitution of the party.
Thank you for that. So we now know that you had given the party a deadline. That deadline, some people have said it was unrealistic because the 3 months within which, according to your understanding, within which this Congress should have taken place has lapsed this past Saturday on the 4th of May. What is the way forward now that the party did not heed your demand?
Okay, thank you very much. Since the party leadership failed to meet our demand, we left without any choice but to approach the Higher Court of the Republic of Namibia and to compel the party leadership to Swapo Party Constitution. So, as we know too well, in Namibia and elsewhere in the world, every registered political party is legally bound to follow its own constitution. No person, no politicians, no political party or leadership is above the law. We have submitted the Swapo Party Constitution to the electoral commissions and to convince the electoral commission that Swapo Party is a registered political party with its constitution as a legal document to guide the party. And at the end, those who are in the leadership of Swapo Party, especially the Central Committee and Political Bureau, they decided to betray the Swapo Party Constitution. They came up with mistranslations, but such mistranslation, it doesn't make sense.
Mr. Shipwikineni, you are talking about the misinterpretation of the Constitution because the party, of course, announced that it is own understanding, the Central Committee's own understanding of calling a Congress only means that they must convene and decide on a date. And people are saying, people like Professor Disho, I saw him saying, for example, that it couldn't have been the idea of those who wrote that clause, that there's agency only to sit down, but there's no agency to call an extraordinary Congress. Is that the kind of misinterpretation of the Constitution, what you are implying to be a deliberate misinterpretation of the Constitution?
So the party constitution, especially comes to Article 15, sub-Article 9, that is very clear, because that provisions mandated the Central Committee to convene the extraordinary Congress with month and to elect. There's no full stop there. And to elect the new president of Swapo Party to complete an expired term of the former president. It's very clear. And when it comes to our rules of Swapo Party, election rules and procedures, so whoever become elected as a Swapo Party president, then that person can be become a Swapo Party presidential candidate in the national presidential elections. So this is what people need to understand, that our constitution gave us the mandate as a party to call or to convene extraordinary Congress within 3 months and to elect the new president of Swapo Party. That is what we need to understand.
So I hear you. So what will be your demand now? That period has lapsed. It has passed now. You are going to approach the court to say it must do what? To compel the party to hold an extraordinary Congress before November, or what are you going to be demanding in that court case?
Correct. The reason to go to court is just to seek for justice, to seek for declaratory orders, and to order the Central Committee of the party to follow its own constitution. So nobody is above the party constitution in the party. So either that person is a rich or working class, all of us, or without position or without details, we are governed by the Swapo Party constitutions as a legal document. So whoever or any leadership of the party which is attempting to betray the Swapo Party constitutions is unfortunate. The Swapo Party constitution granted us as a member the constitutional rights and obligations to demand the fulfillment of what is established in the Swapo Party constitutions. That is what we are doing. And most of the time, it is not the first time the leadership to violate the constitutions. It happens time to time, simply because those who are in top leadership, they think they can play whatever game, unconstitutional party activities to violate the party constitution in order to promote their own self-interests or personal interests, instead of promoting the party interests and the public interest as well. Because they believe that they are very richer than some of us. Whatever they can do, nobody can take the legal actions against them.
I hear you.
Even when you look at...
I hear you. Yeah, let me hold you there. So you in this conversation, you kept saying we will seek this intervention by the court. We will do this. When you're saying we, who are you with in this matter?
So when you look at the legal demand letters which wrote by our lawyers, dedicated lawyers, Mr. Richard Neff, it is not me only. We are three in that matter. But it does it automatically means we are only three in a demand, or to demand for the fulfillment of what is established in the party constitution. We are a lot, but not everybody can join that case. But we're representing the others, most of Swapo party members. So they are in support of what we are demanding for.
Yeah. Who is behind you, Mr. Shipwikineni? That will always be the question, because of course it's not an easy process. First and foremost, it takes a very brave person to stand up against the top leadership of the party. But secondly, it takes someone with financial resources to pay Mr. Metcalf and all the processes that are required in court. Who is funding you?
Well, thank you very much for your good questions. As nobody is behind us apart from the Swapo party constitutions. What is behind us is a Swapo party constitution only, and social justice. That is only things. So no person behind us, but only the Swapo party constitution is driving us to demand the fulfillment of what is written there.
Yeah, but so, the constitution alone, Mr. Shipwikineni, will not be able to fund you. So I understand the principle itself to say, look, you are driven by the party constitution, but the practicalities of your approach, the court case, everything like that, you are not a lawyer by training. You are not going to be arguing your own case in court. You are going to do it through Richard Metcalf or someone else. So who is availing the resources?
Okay, thank you very much for that questions. As I responded to your questions already, that we are three in this matter as possible applicants. So, but there are a lot of people, lot of comrades, Swapo party members, who are also feel that the Swapo party constitution should be implemented. The leadership should follow the party constitutions, and they are not prohibited by anything to support us with whatever they have. It is their right, because they are also demanding the fulfillment of what is established in Swapo party constitutions.
Yeah, there was.
So, and I also.
Yeah, please proceed.
Yeah, and I also appeal to every Swapo party members who like Swapo party constitutions and the social justice to support us either financially or politically in this matter.
We have seen that some party leaders, some very, very senior party veterans, stalwarts, like Jero have been speaking exactly the same language as yourself as far as the Extraordinary Congress is concerned. Jero issued a public statement just a week ago in which he made similar demands as yourself. Are you working closely with him? Is he the man that is pushing Reinhold in front, and then he pulls strings from behind?
No, I'm not working very closely to Jero Geingob. But as we know too well that Comrade Jero Geingob is also a Swapo veteran who has been in the Swapo Party leadership so long than some of us, and he understands the Swapo Party constitutions. So, as I responded already, that there are a lot of comrades who are of the views that Swapo Party constitution should be implemented. So, therefore, he is not behind us. So, but what he is also demanding is demanding the fulfillment of what is established in the Swapo Party constitution. As a member, he has also a constitutional rights and obligations to do so. So I only read his statement through the newspapers, like the Namibian Sun and the Namibian newspaper. So that is only when I come to aware that he's also concerning about what the Central Committee and the Political Bureau did to the Swapo Party constitution.
Yeah. One of the questions that will come up in court, that is very likely to come up in court before your arguments are even heard, is the issue of locus standi. They will say, in what capacity do these three men or three persons bring this matter to court? The issue of locus standi, is that resolved? Do you think that you are in a position to bring a case like that to court and be heard?
Yes, we are party members. We have a locus standi to bring the matter before the court. So we are party members in good standing with the party, and we given the constitutional right by our party constitutions, Swapo Party constitutions, to demand the fulfillment of what is established in our party constitutions. So that is a locus standi which we are having.
Yeah. Do you have because there are many theories around why some people want the extraordinary Congress to be held. Some, like yourself here, you are saying that for you it's only for the strict fulfillment of the constitution of the party. That is your only motivation. Others are seen to be doing this in order to reshuffle the outcomes, hoping, for example, that Netumbo Ndaitwah, who is in the pole position now to be the next, probably the next president of the country if Swapo wins, that she loses that position and that the party fields someone else as a candidate. Do you have a particular issue with Netumbo Ndaitwah?
No. As a member of Swapo Party, I don't have any beef or any personal issues or personal hatred with the comrade Netumbo Ndaitwah. He's also a Swapo Party member. He's my leader at that level. So, as what we are demanding is for a fulfillment of what is established in the Swapo Party constitution. Even if the extraordinary Congress being called and the comrade Netumbo Ndaitwah become win, as long as the procedures is followed, then there is nothing wrong, because all of us, we have the constitutional rights to become elected into the offices. And even Namibian Constitution Article 28, sub-article 3 and sub-article 4 is also very clearly require every registered political party to follow all the necessary matters and to nominate their presidential candidates to participate in the national presidential elections. When we talk about following all the necessary matters, we are talking about the party constitutions and the regulations. We are not talking about unparty constitutional things to be happen. So that is what everyone needs to understand.
I agree. So, I mean, I not agree, but I understand what you're saying. So, some people in the Central Committee have argued that the reason why the Extraordinary Congress had to be postponed to April 2025 is to maintain unity ahead of the November elections, unity within the party ahead of the November election. Does the constitution of the party anywhere, because you seem to know articles and stuff like that, is there any clause that says where unity is needed, the constitution of the party must be put aside so for the sake of unity? As a matter of fact, where does that come from? To say somehow the Congress doesn't have to take place this year in order to maintain unity ahead of November. Is there any reference in the Constitution that says the Constitution may be put aside?
Thank you very much, Mr. Jero, for your good question, which is very challenging, but it's very enjoyable. So in the Swapo Party constitutions, there is no any express provisions which state that in order to maintain the unities, the Swapo Party constitution should be thrown out or throw it away or to be ignored. No, there is nothing like that. When we, in terms of the legal terminologies, the constitutions itself is a supreme law. The constitution of Swapo Party is the supreme law, which everybody shall be obey. So, and the purpose of the constitutions, firstly, is to maintain the peace and the unities within Swapo Party or among us, the Swapo Party members and the leadership. Just same to the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia. The purpose of the Constitution always is to maintain peace and the unities among us Namibian nations, among us the Swapo Party members. It is the same thing. What people need to understand.
Yeah. Do you not care, Mr. Shipwikineni, about unity in the party? I mean, do you therefore not care for unity? Because there's also an element of, it's a legitimate concern to say, look, it's 2024, the elections are around the corner. We must do everything that we can as a party to maintain that internal unity. And here comes Mr. Shipwikineni with barely 5 months left. And Mr. Shipwikineni is going to drag the party to court. Do you not fear that that may actually create havoc and disunity within the party ahead of a very, very crucial election?
Okay, thank you very much again for your very important questions. To dredge the party or to the party leadership to the higher court, the purpose is to seek for justice. And where there is a justice, there is a unities. Where there is no justice, then there is no unities. So, because the party leadership which was elected was given the mandate to lead the party in a peaceful manner, in a unity manner, and in terms of the Swapo Party constitutions and other regulations. So, but once if the leadership find itself acting outside of the party constitutions, then we have to call them to order or to approach the higher court and seek for justice and unities. I hope that the decision of the court, in case it will the decisions that will able to bring back the unities within Swapo Party. So, because you cannot, or nobody can claim that he or she wish to have a unity in the party, while the same person is the violators of the Swapo Party constitutions. Because you cannot violate the party constitutions and claim that you want the unity. This is questionable. Because the purpose of the constitution is to mandate unity, maintain unity in the party.
Yeah. Swapo has also a history of dealing with dissent, people who seem to be holding views that are contrary to especially those that are in leadership of the party. So my last question to you, therefore, I mean, from the Shipanga rebellion of the 70s to many similar incidents in post-independence Namibia, where those who differ with the big bosses in the party either got chucked out, they got expelled. You seem to be a true Swapo man. Do you not fear of being expelled? Briefly, if you are seen to be stepping on the toes of the big guys in the party.
Thank you very much for your good question again. So I myself I'm not fear. I don't fear to become expelled from the party simply because I am struggling with social justice at my side. I'm not fear. As long as I'm not corrupted, I did not commit any crime, either in the party or in the country as well. So I'm innocent Swapo party members. But what we need to understand is that whenever you fight against injustice or corruption scandal, injustice is also fight you back. So, and I'm ready for everything. Either those who are calling themselves bosses in the party, they will take a decision to expel me. I'm ready for that, as long as I didn't commit the crime. But it is my party constitutional rights and obligations to demand the fulfillment of what is established in the party constitutions. So I'm not acting in my own personal views, but I'm acting in line with the Swapo party constitutions.
It was, in any case, our conversation was in any case coming to an end. We just want to thank him for his time. He is streaming in from Erongo region. Maybe there are network issues there, but that was tonight's show with Reinhold Shipwikineni. Thank you for watching.